Hi guys, today I have a hip flexibility class for you. You will need blocks and the blankets. If you do not have those props, that's okay, you can still go through the whole class. Let's start in a seated position with the legs crossed. You may sit on top of the pillow or one of the blocks. Place the hands on top of the thighs and close the eyes. Take a moment to bring the awareness to the body. Elongate the spine. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Relax the face. Start connecting to the breath. Take a deep breath in through the nose, guiding the air to the bottom of the lungs all the way down to the belly. And exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And one more time in. And exhale through the mouth. Take your time here in the stillness, and when you feel ready, open the eyes. Let's start in a tabletop position with the hips stacked on top of the knees and the shoulders stacked on top of the wrists. Lift the left knee from the mat, circle it to the left, down, to the back and up. Guide the circle from the left hip joint, full range of motion. And then lift the left knee, lower the left knee behind the right knee, open the feet and guide the hips to the space in between the feet, keeping the hands exactly as they were in a tabletop position. Shift the shoulders forward on top of the wrists and guide the hips to the back. Shift the shoulders forward on top of the wrists and then guide the hips in between the heels. Shift the shoulders forward. Lift the left knee from the mat, circle it to the left, keep the left leg lifted, pull the left knee to the left shoulder and step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Lower the pelvis, lift the chest. Shift the right hip on top of the right knee, lift the left foot from the mat and circle the left leg to the back. And again, left knee to the left shoulder, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand, lower the pelvis forward to lift the chest. One more time, shift the right hip on top of the right knee, circle the left leg to the back, square the hips. Then circle the left knee to the left, keep the left leg lifted and gently step the left foot to the outside of the left hand, lower the pelvis forward. The left toes are pointing slightly outwards. Engage the right glute, keep the shoulders away from the ears. If you are working with the blocks, or maybe you have books of something that will give you that elevation, you may place the blocks under the hands. Inhale, open the left knee even more to the left, rolling the foot on the lateral side, and exhale, pull the left knee to the left shoulder. Inhale, open the left knee. Exhale, pull the left knee to the left shoulder one more time. Open the left knee to the left and hold here. Inhale. And exhale. Tuck the right toes under, lift the right knee. Turn the toes to the left and lower the right hip to the mat. Stay on the right hand and place the left hand on the left knee. Push the left knee away from you. Keep lifting right side of the waist away from the mat, shoulders down. And then big step forward with the hands, lower the chest, the belly to the mat on the left. Maybe you can walk the fingers even more forward. Then walk the hands to the back. Step the right hand under the right shoulder, left hand next to the right hand, and turn to the front of the mat. Right knee is lifted, bounce the hips up and down. Engage the right glute, the back of the right thigh. And then lower the pelvis even more, just hold here. Inhale. And exhale. Lift the hips slightly. Walk the hands to the right as you turn the chest to the right. External rotation of the right hip. Point the right knee and the right toes up. Skandasana. Lower the hips all the way down to the mat. Lower the left knee towards the right knee. The left knee doesn't have to touch to the mat, it's just going to this direction. And then open the left knee and see if you can lift the hips. You can use the hands to support that movement. Lower the hips. Tap the left knee to the mat next to the right knee or guide the knee towards the mat. Open and lift the hips. Lower and guide the left knee next to the right knee. If the left knee is not touching to the mat, you can place the block underneath the left knee, or you can sit on top of the block. So sometimes keeping the hips elevated makes this position more accessible. If you feel any tension in the left knee, then definitely sit on top of block, the pillow, the cushion or the blanket. You may stay here with the left knee supported by the blocker on the mat or walk the hands to the back for deeper stretch. You may also lower the forearms on the mat or make your way on your back. Tuck the tailbone under, engage the glutes and keep the left knee grounded on the floor. By tucking the tailbone under, you will feel deeper stretch in the top of the left thigh. Stay here for a few breaths. Inhale and elongated exhalation. One more in-breath. And one more out-breath. Inhale, lift the back from the mat. First make your way back on the hands, on the forearms, then on the hands. Bend the right knee, option to place the blocks under the hands behind the shoulders. The right foot is in front of you. Inhale, lift the hips, press the pelvis forward. At the top, lift the right heel from the mat. Keep opening through the chest, widen through the collarbones, And exhale, lower the hips on top of the left heel. And again, lift at the top of the movement, lift the right heel. You can drop the head to the back. So we still focus on the left quad. And then lower the hips on top of the left heel. One more time. Lift, squeeze the glutes. Hold here, inhale. And exhale, lower the hips to the mat. Lower the hands in front of the right foot, shift the weight forward and step the right knee to the back into a tabletop position. You can adjust on the mat. And let's go to the other side. Start by circling the right hip. Inhale, lift the right knee. Open the right knee to the right. Then lower the right knee next to the left knee and again lift the right knee to the back and up, engaging the glute, then circle it to the right and down. And again, big range of movement. Keep the left hip on top of the left knee, circle it, then lower the right knee next to the left knee and lift it up. Lower the right knee behind the left knee, keep the feet wide, hands stay as they are in a tabletop position, send the hips to the back, to the space in between the heels. Shift the shoulders on top of the wrists and then lift the right knee. Lower the right knee behind the left knee and send the hips to the back. Shift it forward, lift the right knee. Lower the right knee behind the left knee and sink the hips in between the heels. Shift the shoulders forward. Circle the right leg to the right. Keep it lifted. Pull the right knee to the right shoulder. And see how gently you can step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Lower the pelvis forward and down. Shift the left hip on top of the left knee and circle the right leg to the back. Square the hips. Circle the right knee to the right. Pull the right knee to the shoulder. Step the right foot to the outside of the right hand and lower the pelvis. Lift the chest. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Shift the left hip on top of the left knee. Circle the right leg to the back. Square the hips. And then one more time, circle the right knee to the right. Step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. And lower the pelvis. The right toes are pointing slightly outwards. Again, you can place the blocks under the hands. Engage the left glute. Keep the chest lifted. Inhale, roll the right foot on the lateral side. And exhale, pull the right knee in. Inhale, open the right knee to the right. And pull it in. Inhale, open. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, open and hold here. The more you lift the chest, the deeper stretch you will feel in the left hip flexor. So think of lifting, starting from lifting the belly, opening through the chest, keep guiding the right knee away from you. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Now step the left foot to the center, the left hand to the center of the mat, tuck the left toes under, lift the left knee and point the toes to the right. Place the right hand on the right knee, the left hip is either on the mat or just above the mat, and push the right knee away from you, push the right thigh away from you, and hold here. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. and exhale. Lower the hands to the space in front of you, and then lower the belly towards the mat, lower the chest to the mat. You can either extend the arms forward or keep the forearms on the mat. Maybe rest the head on top of the hands. Constantly keep guiding the right knee away from you. Inhale. And exhale. Walk the hands towards the body. Step the left hand to the front of the mat. Right hand next to the left hand. And point the toes to the front of the mat. The left toes are tucked under, the left knee is just above the mat, and bunch the hips up and down here. Then lower the pelvis, lift the chest a bit more, move the right knee away from the right shoulder and hold here. Inhale, and long, slow exhalation. Inhale, lift the hips slightly and walk the hands to the left, lifting the left toes from the mat. So you have external rotation of the left hip joint. The right toes are pointing to what was the front of the mat. Lower the hips to the mat. With or without the use of the hands, pull the right knee towards the left knee. And then open the right knee. See if you can lift the hips here. Lower the left hip. Then tap the right knee next to the left knee, or just guide the knee into this direction. Open the right knee to the right and then lift the hips. One more time, lower. And then tap the right knee next to the left knee. This time stay here. It's the same way as on the other side. You can place the block under the right knee or elevate the hips by sitting on the block. You may also walk the hands to the space behind you. Maybe you will lower on the forearms, or you can lower all the way down on your back. Tuck the tailbone under. Keep guiding the right knee towards the mat. And just hold here. Once again, coming back to the breath. Inhale. And exhale. If you don't feel a lot of sensations in the top of the right thigh, then try engaging the glutes and tucking the tailbone under a bit more. On your next inhalation, come back on your forearms first, then back on your hands. Bend the left knee and step the foot in front of you. Place the hands behind the shoulders, maybe on the blocks. Inhale, lift the pelvis, drop the head to the back, and when you meet the shape at the top, you may lift the left heel from the mat. Exhale, lower the hips on top of the right heel. Inhale, lift the hips, lift the left heel, open the chest. Press the hips forward and up. Then lower the hips on top of the right heel. One more time. Inhale, lift the hips, lift the left heel, hold. Inhale. And exhale, lower the hips to the mat. Step the hands to the front of the mat, shift the weight forward, step the left knee next to the right knee. Tuck the toes under, inhale. Exhale, lift the knees from the mat, make your way into your downward facing dog. Keep the feet as wide as the hip bones, external rotation of the shoulder joints. So create space in between the shoulder blades and press the hands to the mat. Inhale, lift the right foot from the mat. Bend the right knee. Right kneecap is pointing up. Think of only opening the hips, so without rotating the chest to the right. Inhale. And exhale. Pull the right knee to the right wrist and lower the right shin, the right calf on the mat. Walk the right foot slightly forward so the right shin is parallel to the shorter edge of the mat. If this is not available, you may bend the left knee slightly, but if you can, keep the left leg extended with the left knee and the top of the foot grounded on the floor. If you have blocks, you may also place the block under the right hip. Inhale, elongate the spine. And exhale, lower the belly and the chest towards the mat. You may stack one hand on top of the other hand and rest the forehead on top of the hands. Guide the left hip bone towards the mat and stay here for a few breaths. If this position doesn't bring you a lot of sensations, another thing that you can do is walk the right foot closer to the center of the mat. So you deepen the external rotation, but make sure that you are not opening the hips. Keep guiding the left hip even closer to the floor. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Lift the chest. If you walk the right foot to the center of the mat, bring it back to the left side of the mat. Shift the weight on the right hip and swing the left leg forward. Stack the left ankle on top of the right one. I will turn around so you can see me better. The right shin stays parallel to the edge of the mat. Now, if this position is not available for you, you may step the right foot on the mat in front of you, keeping the left ankle on top of the right thigh. If you want to deepen here, walk the right heel closer to the groin and keep guiding the left knee away from you so you keep that external rotation. Otherwise, you are with the right calf and the shin on the mat. If the left knee is above the right foot, you may place a block underneath the left knee. If you can, lower the left knee on top of the right foot. Make sure that this right ankle is supported on top of the right knee. And option to go even deeper, you may place the left ankle on top of the block. So you have a bit more space to rotate the hip externally in this position. Either stay here or take an inhalation and exhale, hinge at the hips, lowering the belly and the chest towards the mat. And just hold here. We'll hold this position a bit longer. So stay with the breath. See if you can make the exhalations a bit longer to relax the nervous system. And mindfully soften the left hip, the left glute, the performance muscle that we are working with. So breathe into the areas of deep sensations. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lift the chest. I will come back to the front of the mat. Shift the weight on the right hip and swing the left leg to the back, coming back into a pigeon pose. Place the hands in front of you, tuck the left toes under, inhale. Exhale, lift the hips and step the right foot next to the left foot, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left foot from the mat, one-legged downward facing dog, bend the left knee, pull the left heel to the glute, lower the left armpit to the mat, so you are just opening the hips. Exhale, pull the left knee to the left wrist and lower the left foot behind the right hand, shin and the calf to the mat. Keep the right leg extended if that's possible. If you need to bend the right knee, then of course feel free to do that. You may also place the block underneath the left glute if it's above the mat. Walk the left foot slightly forward so the shin of the left leg is parallel to the shorter edge of the mat, or the same way as we did on the other side. If your hips are open, then you may walk the left foot to the center of the mat to deepen the external rotation. Guide the right hip bone to the mat. Inhale. And exhale, lower the belly and the chest to the mat. You may rest the forearms on the mat, one hand on top of the other hand, and the forehead on top of the hands. So we are squaring the hips in this position. Inhale. And exhale. See if you can lower the right hip even closer to the mat. Inhale, lift the chest. If you have walked the foot to the center of the mat, walk it back so the shin is parallel to the shorter edge of the mat. Shift the weight on the left hip and swing the right leg forward, placing the right ankle on top of the left knee. So if this is not working for you, step the left foot on the mat in front of you, guide the right knee away from you. If you are here with me, then you may place the block under the right knee if it's above the foot. And to deepen, you may place the block under the right foot so you have more space for the rotation of the right hip. You may stay here with the chest lifted, long spine. Or if you want to go deeper, hinge at the hips, lower the belly and the chest to the mat. And just hold here. Again, we are staying here a bit longer. So just connect to the breath, observe the breath. Inhale. And exhale. Breathe into the areas where you feel tension, resistance. Inhale, lift the chest. If you have been using the block, you can move it to the side. Shift the weight on the left hip. You can use the hands for support and swing the right leg to the back. Place the hands on the mat in front of you. Keep the right toe stacked under. Lift the right knee and step the left foot next to the right foot, downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale, lower the knees to the mat, tabletop position. Okay, let's grab blocks. And I will turn on the mat so I can face you. Again, the blocks are optional, and I will use the blankets because I have pretty hard blocks, so I will just make them more comfortable by using the blankets. So we are going to make our way into a frog pose. So option to place the blocks quite wide, they will be under the knees. If you do not have blocks, then again you can absolutely do that without the blocks. The blocks will allow you to go a bit deeper. Step one knee at a time on top of the blocks. You may need to adjust them a bit like I just did. Create 90-degree angle in between the thighs and the calves with the toes pointing outward. You can stay here on the hands or make your way on the forearms. The hips are aligned with the knees. Then when you have met your depth, shift the weight slightly forward and then to the back. And again, forward and to the back. Forward and back. And a few more times just like that, forward and back. One more forward and to the back. And then find your center in this position and just hold it. So imagine that you want to lift the sit bones to the ceiling, slightly arching the back. It will allow you to go a bit deeper into this stretch. And again, stay with the breath. Inhale. And exhale. Let's take one more inhalation and exhale. Come back on your hands and gently step the knees out of the blocks if you had been using them, or walk the knees towards each other. Keep the blocks nearby. Cross the ankles under the glutes and sit on the mat. Place the feet in front of you for a butterfly pose, pressing the knees actively to the mat. Again, if you want to deepen, you may place the blocks under the feet. You may stay here. Inhale. Or with the exhalation, lower the chest, the belly towards the mat. And keep guiding the knees down, so this is an active shape. If your feet are on the blocks, again, it gives you a bit more space to lower the knees even closer to the mat. Keep the back flat, the chest open. So do not run the back and hollow the chest to bring the forehead or the chest closer to the mat, but think of hinging at the hips. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift the chest. If you have been using the blocks, you may move them aside. Again, keep them nearby. We'll come back to them in a moment. And then turn so we are facing the front of the mat if you haven't been there. Place the hands under the knees and roll on your back. The feet are close to the glutes. Options here, you may keep the hips elevated. We are going to get into the hip flexor stretch. So variation without the blocks, extend the right leg on the mat, bring the left knee to the chest. If you want to go deeper, lift the hips and place either one or two blocks under the sacrum, under the tailbone. Then extend the right leg and pull the left knee to the chest. So choose the height that you want to go for. And then extend the left leg on the mat. Pull the right knee to the chest. Extend the right leg on the mat and then walk the heels closer to the glutes. Lift the hips, move the blocks to the side if you have been using them, and pull the knees to the chest. Place the hands on the outer edges of the feet. Happy baby pose. Lift the heels on top of the knees, soles of the feet are pointing up, and rock side to side gently. Release the feet. Pull the knees to the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Bring the knees close to the chest. And exhale, lower the feet on the mat. The feet are as wide as the edges of the mat. Extend the arms to the side and lower the knees to the right. Through center, lower them to the left and come back through center. To the right, center, left, center. One more time to the right, center, left, and through center. And from here, extend the legs on the mat, making your way into Shavasana. You may place the hands on top of the hips, or one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest. Of course, use any support under the knees or under the head. Find a position that supports your body. Observe the breath moving in and out. And give yourself a few moments to just be with yourself. Inhale and exhale. If you want to stay in your Shavasana longer, as always, pause the recording, take your time. If you feel ready, start bringing gentle movements back to the body. So maybe roll the wrists or the ankles, or stretch on the mat. Maybe bring the knees to the chest once again. You may roll on a side into a fetal position. And slowly make your way into a seat on the mat. Keep the eyes closed and take an inhalation through the nose, out through the mouth. Take a moment to thank yourself for this practice. You may place the palms of the hands together in front of the chest. Thank you for joining me on the mat. You may open the eyes. So thank you so much for joining me for this class. Let me know in the comments how you feel. Let me know if you have any questions. If you like this video, subscribe to a channel, and I will see you in the next one.